In an effort to keep COVID cases from continuing to rise, President Biden announced a vaccine mandate on Thursday. It says all federal workers and government contractors will be required to get fully vaccinated or get tested weekly, along with companies who have more than 100 employees. It's part of a 6-step plan to get more people vaccinated. 9 News legal analyst Whitney Traylor joins us now to talk more about the legality of it all. Good morning, Whitney.
Good morning, Eddie. Good to see you. Good morning, everyone.
Good to see you too. So we already know that there are organizations like the Republican National Committee that says they plan to sue. So if this gets tied up in court, it's going to take some time. So what will employers do in the meantime?
Right. It's a good question. And I think it will be challenged. As you mentioned, the RNC has mentioned that they're going to challenge it. And there's already been litigation from private employers and others who have challenged these mask mandates and vaccine mandates. And so I suspect that the order will come down. It's supposed to be issued by the Department of Labor, I think through OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. So it will be administered through OSHA, and they're the body, the government agency that, among other things, ensures safety in the workplace. And so that's why OSHA is saying, look, the vaccine in the virus is creating unsafe conditions in working environments. And so they're the ones who will be administering it. And I don't know when the order comes out, when it will actually be implemented, but employers will have to follow that even while the cases are litigated, even while it's being challenged.
You just answered one of my questions, Whitney, so I'm going to go to this one. Are there any other court cases similar that sets precedent for what is actually happening right now?
Yeah, there are several cases, and the original one goes all the way back to 1905 in Jacobson versus Massachusetts. In that case, the United States Supreme Court said, yes, you can mandate a vaccine, even though it may push on those personal liberties. They're saying that the public good outweighs that. There's also been a lot of cases where the courts have upheld vaccines from the schools. And so, and actually every state has some level of mandatory vaccine required for its students. So there is precedent based on the 1905 case, a 1922 Supreme Court case. And then we also have, from both the EEOC and OSHA, we have various regulations where they've indicated that a mandatory vaccine they believe will be upheld as long as the employer includes a religious or a medical exemption so that someone can opt out.
And Whitney, you know, we've seen mask mandates and vaccine mandates throughout the country. Generally speaking, are these actions constitutional?
Right. It's a great question. And I think generally they are going to be constitutional. Certainly with the mask mandates, there have been challenges throughout the country, including here in Colorado. A FedEx employee sued over the mask mandate and lost. But throughout the country, there have been cases both on the mask and the vaccine mandate. For the most part, the courts are ruling in favor of the employers. But of course, now keep in mind with President Biden's executive order, there is sort of I don't know if opt-out is the right word, but it is the right word because they can choose to get tested every week. Now, that's the private employers with more than 100 employees. They can choose to get tested every week. But some of the federal contractors that contract with the executive branch, they are saying that there will be no opt-out provision. So if those folks are doing business with the federal government, they will have to, comply with this order if it's deemed constitutional. And of course, it's going to go through the courts. It will likely end up with the Supreme Court, and we'll probably, we'll have a ruling this year or next year, I suspect.
Such a huge and controversial topic, Whitney. As always, thank you for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
It's always good to be here. Thank you.